I have a new camera bag. It's been 313 days since this Kickstarter was fully funded to today. For me to receive this backpack, 313 days, very long days passed for me to finally receive the new Peter McKinnon Nomatic collaboration everyday camera backpack. Now, before we dig in on this year's 2022 edition of What's in My Camera Bag, let's run through some quick specs over this bag. Now, as I'm sure the reviews and videos of this camera bag are gonna be flooded the internet, especially over on YouTube, let's just quickly run over some specs about this bag. This is now coming in at a 25 liter versus the original camera backpack that Peter McKinnon Nomatic came out several years ago. I also bought that via Kickstarter, which unboxing of that one over here. But if you've been a follower of this channel, you may know that I sold and wasn't a big fan of that original camera backpack that they came out with. I actually just sold it not too long ago. Now again, if you want to know why I ended up not liking that camera backpack and why I ended up selling it, video also up here. But in this video, we are gonna talk about this new everyday camera backpack that we've all been anticipating to receive. I have been so excited. This is gonna be my new everyday, hence the name, camera backpack. So this is a much smaller, more manageable backpack for everyday use. It does have dual pocket, water bottle or tripod pocket at each side. Instead of side access, this just has two pockets, which I do prefer having the option of carrying both a water bottle and a tripod. I feel like a water bottle pocket is very highly overlooked in a lot of these more expensive camera backpacks, but thankfully this one you get two. Now, rather than having the quick access to your camera being on the sides, because now we have the water bottle pockets or tripod pocket, it's now been moved to this top compartment. It unzips only like a quarter way of the whole bag. You can flip it open, and this right here, you can have a decked out kit. I mean, a pretty decent sized camera kit ready to go with camera right here, quick and easy, if that's what you want to use your quick access. As of right now, I kind of have my daily things from day to day that are non-camera related, such as glasses, because I wear contacts, as just an easy way to grab from up here. Gum, AirPods, I plan to put up here in this top quick pocket. Now, if you're familiar with the camera backpack or have seen the specs or reviews on it, you still get this side pocket here for a laptop that can still fit up to a 16-inch laptop here. Very well, it kind of has the same fabric as the original camera backpack. So even though it is smaller overall, it still can hold a 16-inch laptop if that's what you need it to do. Now on the back here, you do get a luggage pass-through for your luggage. And you still get that awesome embossed like pirate logo in the back. Still very prominent here in the back, which is awesome, so you know you're flying the flag. Very nice and sturdy, very padded top handle here. And that's really the only handle you have all around the bag. Now that could be a pro or a con, but just be aware that is gonna be the only handle you have on this bag is going to be this one. And it's not necessarily right on top where you're used to. It's a little bit off to the bottom here. So unfortunately you don't get any at the bottom. I wish there was some sort of easy strap in the bottom, because especially when you're putting this in your overhead, you kind of want to grab something a little bit slippery to grab from this. Nevertheless, it's not a huge deal breaker, but just kind of something to be aware. Now, they didn't skip on the actual comfort and padding of the straps either. These are still very well padded. There's a lot of air vent holes, if you will, throughout the whole strap, so that way air can flow in and out, so it's not hopefully too sweaty on your back. You do get a chest strap. Now, one thing that I do notice is I don't think there's going to be any waist belts available for this pack. Now again, it should be fine as long as you're not like carrying 100 pounds in here somehow or something, so you're not going to have that waist belt support. So just keep that in mind. Again, this is more for an everyday lighter weight size backpack, so you're not, hopefully not needing to have that waist belt. Now, okay, you didn't come here to go over the specs because that's what the website is for. Let's get down to it as far as what I actually have in my camera backpack. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my overhead rig so we can take a better look. Okay, so Now you can take a better look at how exactly I have this organized or how I expect to use this bag. So again, let's just admire this beautiful coating. This bag is made out of very durable, water resistant material that I absolutely love, and that does carry all the way to the bottom. So that's really nice. If you do end up placing this bag on a puddle, you should be okay. This is roughly the layout that I have so far. This right here will house my Sony a7 III with the 16-35, which is a typical lens that I use on a day-to-day basis. With the small rig cage, it was a tight fit the original way that it came originally. So I did have to move this divider a little bit more to the side just so it could really fit with the cage, because that does kind of bulk up the actual camera. So I do have this little insert here free for right now, but I may put my work hard drive in here. I think that might be the perfect fit. Have some cleaning utensils. Got the wireless Rode mic, the first version. I have that in there. I have my sturdy Logitech mouse. I absolutely love using this for on the go, especially for travel. I've been absolutely loving this mouse. As you can see, it's been really well used, but I just love that I don't have to move around. So if my space is limited when I'm trying to work, this mouse is absolutely perfect. Now I have another, what is a small rig side handle that I use from time to time. I have my GoPro Hero 9 with the mic mod. Here is where I can store a lens. Here is where I will maybe fit another lens if needed. I typically only travel with 2 lenses at most. So right now I do have just my Satoshi charging brick thing where I charge pretty much everything that I need. All right here. Now what I love about this, again, this I mentioned before, this is kind of like the quick access pocket. So if you do want to put your camera here, kind of set up and ready to go to vlog or capture something, then this pocket here is going to be where you want to place your camera, as this will be the easiest and fastest way to get access to it, instead of having to lay your backpack down and unzip the whole thing from the back. You do get some 2 stretchy side pockets, so that's kind of neat. Maybe I can put some AirPods in there, gum. You do get a zippered pocket for all like maybe your keys, your cell phone, if you just kind of want to store there. So if you don't need this top compartment, you can actually pull, I thought there was going to be a pull tab. I don't know if it's from here. You can expand this pocket to expand out if you need more space in here, or vice versa. I can plop this side actually right here. You see this indent? I don't know if you can really tell, but this could be part of this top compartment. So if you did want to split your bag for maybe some clothes and a little bit of gear, you can do that. It kind of offers the cool configuration for many different possibilities. Now, some of the options as well when you could pre-order this was what type you wanted to use here. I paid for the dividers. I think I paid an extra $26 or so to just use the dividers versus the small or large cubes. They sold those separate. Oh my gosh. That was really, really scary. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, I think technically we're in a tornado watch right now, so I'm gonna try to wrap this through. So here, you do lose out. One of the biggest differences right away that I've noticed between this one and the camera backpack, you do lose out on the laptop compartment that the original camera backpack had. Instead, now this is just unusable, and you just get only 2 mesh zippered pockets, which again isn't a huge deal. I don't really tend to travel to work with my iPad and laptop, so it's not a big deal, but it does kind of suck that you lose out on that compartment, but just something to note. Now, one thing too that I really wanted to point out on these zippers is just the way that it's formed. Like these little tabs, you want to twist it like typically these are like the other way around. I don't know, it's hard to explain. This way, obviously for super easy zippering experience, but it just goes against your nature. Like I thought that these were like twisted and I needed to untwist it, but it's not. This is how they are. And again, it's just so that way you can literally super easily just zipper it up. And it's just interesting. It's those little details that you'll get with Nomatic, especially when you have Peter McKinnon on board on project. So kind of cool. Interesting take on zippers. This is the first time I've ever seen them like that. But yes, I carried 2 filters. Signature Edition 2. I believe this is just a 2 to 5 ND filter, and then the Mist Edition, and then extra batteries for my camera. And then of course the last thing that I have is just my laptop, which will go in here, which that is in use right now. It's docked as I'm transferring some files, but I do carry around my 15-inch MacBook Pro, which fits absolutely perfectly in here. Again, you can fit up to a 16-inch laptop. And that's the new everyday camera backpack by Nomatic and Peter McKinnon. I'm super excited. If you guys have any questions over this bag, comment down below. Of course, I'm gonna be using this from this day forward, so please subscribe for an actual update review over the backpack, as I'm sure I'll find some quirks or some problems that I may encounter with it, as no bag is 100% perfect. But I'm super excited to finally get this. I did also order a few other items, so be on the lookout for those videos, because I do want to kind of do dedicated videos on each of those things. That way, if you're only interested on one, you only have to watch that one video and not sit through all of the footage. So again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.